In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the trace tool. So first off, I need to bring a photograph into Illustrator. So I'm going to File, and let's see here. Let's do Place, and I'm going to choose a photo I've already uploaded to my desktop. Where is my desktop? There it is. And I've just got this still life here. So now I can click to choose wherever I'd like to place it. It is now in Illustrator and it's very big. So I'm going to grab a corner with the black arrow key, and by holding Shift, I'm going to shrink it down without losing the general proportions. If I don't hold Shift, it can stretch to any sort of way. As you can see, there is an X on top of it. That means that this photo is not actually in Illustrator. It is outside of it, so any manipulation I do to this would not actually be saved to this Illustrator file. I would not be able to take this file with this photo to another computer or print it out somewhere. It would basically turn up blank. So to make this photo actually in this Illustrator file, I have to embed it. And one of the ways I can do that is simply by clicking Embed, which should be at the top of your screen, so long as you are in the correct workspace. Your workspace should be Workspace Classic, Essentials Classic. If you're just in Essentials, it might not be there. Yeah, not there. So Window, Workspace, Essentials Classic, then Embed should be there. And if I select the photograph, I'm just going to click Embed. That X disappears. This photo is now in this file, and whatever, I can manipulate it independently of the original photograph. So, okay, so what I want to do is to trace this in a way that's going to simplify it to create a much more reductive sort of image. So I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to open up the Image Trace palette. And this has many, many different options. I've never used all of them, but I'm just going to show you one right now. I'm going to choose the mode to be grayscale, and then I can choose how many grays I want. It starts out at 50, which I guess somebody read the book or something. I don't know. I want to lower it. I think I want mine to be somewhere between 4 and 8 because I want mine to be pretty simple. Let's just go with 5 and see how that looks. You can choose to preview it, but sometimes if it's a really complicated or big file, it might just take a long time to preview it. So I think I'm just gonna hit trace and let's see what happens. It's a large image, so I'm gonna hope for the best here, and hopefully I don't have to redo this whole video. So hit OK, and it's gonna take a moment to calculate this transformation. Okay, that actually didn't take that long. So as you can see, it's simplified the image into grayscale. Just turn this into a very simple grayscale artwork with only 5 different values of gray. They're evenly spaced values, right? So they should each be about a 20% difference. It makes a really lovely sort of an image. But there's more that we can do with this too. I think I can close image trace now, and let's say I want to steal a particular part of this and use it for something else. So I can select this image, and I can now go to Object and Expand. It's going to turn, I'm going to turn all these shapes into their own paths. So I'm expanding both the object and the fill. So I'm going to hit OK. And it's going to take a moment to process. And you can see it's now given a path to all of those things. And I can actually manipulate those now individually. But I want to have even more freedom with this. So I'm going to take it a step further by ungrouping them. So I'm going to go to Object, ungroup, and these should now all be separate paths. But there's one last thing I have to do. People always forget this step, because if I grab this, the whole thing is selected right now. I can't grab any individual object. I have to first click away, so it's deselected, and now I can select any one of these objects. And, ooh, well, apparently I can't do that yet. Let's try it with the white arrow tool instead. There it is. Okay, that'll let me do it. I can grab any one of these individual parts and pull it away. I can actually, or choose to copy it and paste it, and do things with it all independently of everything else. So what I usually have my students do is I have them take a still life, and I have them transform it into a landscape using whatever parts they want, reshaping them, resizing them, repositioning them to create a scene that feels like it's three-dimensional and has a sense of perspective and space.